Anna here. Today we will go under the sea into the underwater world of Aqualin. In this two-player game from Cosmos, you will either collect all of the underwater creatures or try to match all of the colors. I will first explain the rules, but those are only a minute and a half, so we will then go fast to the part where I will tell you if I want to stay in the world of Aqualin or not. In Aqualin, your goal will be to score as much points as possible by either connecting the same sort of animals or connecting the same colors. And at the beginning of the game, you choose which one of those two goals you want to go for. And then we will play. When it is your turn, you will be first able to move a piece. When you move a piece, you can only move it in straight lines and you cannot skip over another piece. So I couldn't do this. I can only do this with this piece. As soon as you've moved a piece, you will be able to place a piece. This does not have to be on the place that you just moved. I could just also place this one here to match these seahorses, or when I just moved that one there, I could also put it there. So I break up this red, and then I will be able to place this crabby here, scoring me more points for the crabs. As soon as the whole board fills up, we will just continue doing this. The game will be over and we will score points. Important with this is that the more of the same kind you match, the more points you will get. So for this, I get 3 points. But if I only match 2, like here, it will only score me 1 point. So the more you match, the more points you get. We will score all of the 6 colors and all of the 6 different animals, and the person that then has the most points wins the game of Aqualin. So first off, the artwork and the component quality. I really like the artwork in this game and the colors, because normally with an abstract game it is a little bit of that black and white. Of course, that is classic, but it is fun to have an abstract game that actually has some color in it. Which is of course also important because one of the players has to score points for matching the colors. The little animals, they're done in this little bit of an origami style, I guess, and that's fun. The only little pet peeve I have with the colors is the fact that these 3 colors look pretty similar, and especially with bad lighting, you don't want to happen that you're just giving points to your opponent because you cannot tell the difference between red and purple. That is a shame. The quality of the pieces, those are very good. They are very big and sturdy pieces. The box is not that big. I actually applaud that because I hate it when games give a very big box when there are only that much components. I like it when it is a little bit more logical, and you can even just get rid of the box, get a little sack and just take all of the pieces with you and play it on the beach or something like that. The rules are very simple, like I showed you. Can just explain them in a minute and a half, so that's a big thumbs up for me. It's even a kind of game that you can just tell your opponent, I will just teach you while playing. And I really love that. It feels a little bit like those GIF series games, if you've played them, like Devon and GIF. It's just very simple rules. You can play it very fast, and as soon as you're finished, you'll be like, okay, let's play again. Now I get what this game is all about. Don't let those easy rules fool you though. The game actually has a lot of depth. And I think that is part due to those simple rules, because it is very easy to see the state of the game on the board. And then you can think about all of the different options that you can take the game in that moment. And I really enjoy that. The other player, even if you're new to the game, you can easily see what's going on and just start playing and enjoying the game. And because it is so fast, before you know it, you can start another round and try again to outsmart your component. The most important thing, of course, in the game, and where the most of the decisions lie, is that you want to move away pieces that break up the connections that the other player has made, the groups that the other player has made, and at the same time place a piece there that will give you points. So you have a win-win situation. The other thing that is very important is that you will try to lock your pieces in that will score you points by putting other pieces in front of it, so your opponent will not longer be able to move around those pieces and destroy the group that you have made. Because of the point system, groups of 2, those are not that important. You can give those away to your opponent. But as soon as you hit those groups of 3 or even 4, that is when the big points start to come in. So you really want to make sure that you get them, but your opponent does not get those kind of groups. And because slowly the board is filling up, you can make sure that those groups are locked in and other groups are still easily destroyed, and that just slowly starts to ramp up, and as soon you know it, the board game is full and you're already counting points and thinking about all of the mistakes that you made and how you could have played better. Aqualin, because of the colors and the smaller game board, feels like more of a family-friendly version of the more big abstract games or Devon or GIF kind of games. So if you want to introduce your children or your family members to the concept of abstract games, this is a fun game to do that with, because it is so fast and the colors are more inviting than the more traditional abstract games, and I highly recommend you trying this game with your children. I have played a lot of the 2-player games that came from the Cosmos group, and I have to say that this is one that I've enjoyed the most, and that is mostly because of its simple rules and the fact that I could play it with hardcore gamers, and for them it was like a fun little filler, but very crunchy. And I also played it with more of the casual gamers, with my family, with my friends, and they enjoyed it a lot as well, because it is so easy and it is so simple, and it is very inviting, and I just like it when a game does that. And I really enjoyed the fact that it's just for 2 players. It is an excellent 2-player game. And if you like abstract games, or if you just want a game that you can just throw on the table and people will immediately like it, or if you just want a game that you can play with your significant other, you should really try out Aqualin.